Now to an update. This week marks the one-year moment since the historic ICE raids in this state. And while a lot has happened with those affected, one group is still providing help for those who need it. I'm joined now by Joe Boland, who's the Vice President of Catholic Extension. He's here to talk a bit more about it. Good afternoon, Joe. Thanks for being with us.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
Tell us about Catholic Extension and what you're doing.
Yeah, so Catholic Extension is a national organization, a Catholic organization. I'm actually based here in Chicago, but we're national in scope, and we work very closely with many faith communities in central Mississippi. And in fact, many of the communities that were hit hardest by last year's raids were communities that have been supported by Catholic Extension for a very long time. So you can imagine that when these raids occurred last summer, we were very interested in what we could do as an organization to provide support not only to the faith communities that help these families, but the families themselves.
Absolutely, and we saw so much happen last year, not only with when the raids occurred themselves. We had lots of groups coming in, we had lots of volunteers, but these people are still in need right here in our own community.
They absolutely are, and in fact that's been what Catholic Extension has been focusing its attention on first. Immediately following the raids, we provided economic aid because we knew that the families, many of whom were out of work, were breadwinning heads of household, and they needed economic support, and so we provided that. But we knew there'd also be long-term impacts as well. And so what Catholic Extension has done with a coalition of partners around the country is put together a trauma intervention program. Because as you can imagine, when moms and dads are abruptly separated from their children, or their fate or their ability to live in the same household with their children is suddenly in question, that can lead to catastrophic trauma in the lives of spouses and children who have been left behind. And so we felt it our duty as a faith-based organization to put something together to provide support. And I'm very proud that we've assembled a group of bilingual counselors who have been providing support and counseling and mechanisms to help these families heal and grow stronger in the midst of all of the crisis that they've been through this past year. And this has been part of our Holy Family Fund. It's a beautiful trauma intervention program, and that program continues. And it's something that we'll continue to sponsor financially in the weeks and the months ahead, because we know that the recovery is going to take a long period of time.
Joe Boland, thank you so much. That what you're talking about and what you're telling us about really brings a very heartwarming feeling to me, because we saw firsthand, especially the trauma with the children too. So thank you so much for what your organization is doing. God bless you.